There is quite a threshold to getting started with reenactment, but you don't always need to start off as being a knight. You can also start off as being a soldier. In this video I will show you just how an 11th century Norman soldier gets armed. First off, the tunic. This is the first thing people notice on you, so that's very important. But the wonderful thing about tunics is they are worn across the centuries. So this one is good for the Viking period, but also for the High Medieval period. Next up, we've got the belt. Without the belt you can't wear a tunic, so that's pretty logical. Then we've got the trousers. These are woolen. Then the shoes. Shoes are very important as you cannot borrow them easily. A tunic or trousers you can borrow from anyone you like if he is practically the same height. But shoes are more specific to the person. A nice pair of socks also goes wonderful with them. Next, to complete what we call the soft kit, you get yourself some accessories. So starting off, a pouch is always a good thing to have. Whenever you're walking on a reenactment event and you want to have your wallet with you, you can just put it easily in here. Then you can go around, buy stuff like food or whatever. And it does decorate the outfit a bit more. Then some cutlery. Everyone was walking about with their own cutlery at hand. This one is a very beautiful piece, crafted by someone who doesn't know what he's doing, but it'll set you back quite a few euros. Instead, just opt for something like this. Still beautiful, but this one was made by one of the stand holders at a reenactment event. This one only set me back about 20 euros. Beautiful. Also, when going to war, you're a soldier, you don't have a lot. You don't have a sword, or you have something like a dagger or a mace. Those are status symbols. So this is a great backup. Of course, these are sharp, so you're not using it on the battlefield at a reenactment event. But it does give you a bit more completeness to the kit. Then, of course, when you're going to war, you're going to require a spear. The spear, of course, is the main armament for the infantry, has been for thousands of years, so you can't go wrong with it. Make sure though that you get yourself a safety stop on it, so you don't wound anyone by accident. Then next off, we've got the kite shield. Of course, we're depicting the 11th century, so the kite shield is the way to go. If you want to depict something else, like the Viking period, then follow all the other steps, but get yourself a round shield instead. A kite shield you can easily make yourself. I've got some videos on the channel of me making a kite shield. But now, as an 11th century Norman soldier, I'm ready for war. So this makes a story whole for a low-ranking soldier. This is what they went to war with. Now, when you're having a bit more money as a soldier in that period, when you've been on campaign for a while, then you may expand your kit. First off, leg wraps. These do not only provide sturdiness to your legs, but also a lot of protection. Because especially when you're fighting with a kite shield, it does flop about quite a bit. So it'll hit your legs quite often. That's why these are perfect, especially for your own safety. Then you may start getting a helmet when you're having enough money. This is probably one of the most valuable pieces of protection that a man can have outside of his shield. But then at a reenactment event, a lot of times there are a lot of rules you need to abide by. One of them is that you require hand protection. This is just for your own safety. This is ahistorical, but you'll be glad you'll be wearing them. and oftentimes they require you to wear something at a minimum of being gambeson. This is also ahistorical, as this is from a later period, but make it yourself easy, buy a cheap one, you abide by the rules, and it doesn't need to be pretty. This one I like very much, because it's very easy to put on, and you can also remove the arms. Then when this is all said and done, you may start looking at getting yourself a sword, because there are depictions of soldiers that were wearing a kite shield, a spear, but also had one of these. So this is a later step, but very expensive, may not be the first thing you want to buy. Now, to get everything maintained properly, you only need two things. One, beeswax. Very important for maintaining leather, like your shoes, your belt, the scabbards for your cutlery or your sword. Linseed oil is perfect for maintaining metal and wood. Just get yourself an old rag, put some linseed oil on, scrub it in, perfect. That's all for now. I hope I've been helpful, and happy reenacting. On with the show, on with life, on with the dream. You know I'm playing it right, on with the show, on with life.